Solve the differential equation. Quantity x minus y minus 1 dx minus 2 times y minus 2 dy equals 0. So what type of differential equation is this? This is actually differential equation with coefficients linear in the two variables x and y. Because here in the dx and dy, they are multiplied both by function which are linear in x and y, meaning the exponent of x is raised to the first power, the exponent of y is 1, same here in the dy, right? Tapos meron silang constant na kasama. So this is almost homogeneous na sana, no, of the first degree. Kaso, nagkaroon ka ng constant. So hindi siya homogeneous. Pero, pwede natin yung ma-solve using a substitution. So, first step is i-equate natin yung dalawang coefficients ng dx and dy sa 0. So, makakabuo tayo ng dalawang linear equation. So, for the dx, we have x minus y minus 1 is 0. So, kung gusto nyong naka-ax plus by equals c form, transpose natin itong negative 1 sa kanan. So, magiging x minus y is equal to positive 1. So, equation 1. And then next, ito naman sa dy, yung coefficients niya, negative 2 times y minus 2, equate natin sa 0. So, pwede nating i-divide both sides by negative 2 para ma-eliminate na itong negative 2. Therefore, y minus 2 is 0 over negative 2, 0. So, pwede nating masolve si y agad dito. Transpose nyo si negative 2 sa kanan. Y is positive 2. Condition or equation 2. Actually, nasolve na agad dito si y, right? Y is 2. Diba? Ang gagawin kasi natin is, isa-solve natin simultaneously yung dalawang equations na to. Okay, solving for x and y. So, pwedeng elimination or substitution method, depende sa gusto nyong method. So, dito sa condition 2 or equation 2, solve na agad yung value ni y. Right? Y is 2 agad. So, para ma-solve naman natin si x, isa-substitute natin sa 1 yung value ng y. Okay? So, therefore, magiging x minus 2 is equal to 1. X is equal to 1, transpose negative 2 sa kanan, positive 2. So, x is 1 plus 2 or 3. Yan. So, therefore, yung value ng x is 3 and yung value ng y is 2. So, in coordinate, the point of intersection of this two linear equation is given by x comma y, which is 3, 2. So, pangalanan ko siya as h, k. So, yung h is yung x-coordinate 3, yung k is yung y-coordinate 2. And then, after nating ma-solve yung point of intersection, gagamit tayo ng substitution. So, kapag ang topic is coefficients, DE with coefficients linear in the two variable, ito yung palaging substitution na gagamitin natin. Ile-let x equal to u plus h and ile-let y equal to v plus k. So, yung u and v, sila yung magiging new variable. Okay? Tapos, yung h and k nga is, yung h, yung x-coordinate, yung point of intersection. Tapos, yung k is yung y-coordinate, yung point of intersection. So, therefore, ang magiging substitution natin is x is equal to u plus the h, which is 3. And then for y is equal to v plus the k, which is 2. So, and then, ikukuhain natin yung derivative of both sides. So, derivative ng x dx, derivative ng u plus 3, bali du na lang siya, right? Kasi derivative ng 3 is 0 lang. Tapos, ganun din sa y, derivative natin both sides, derivative ng y dy, derivative ng v plus 2 is dv. Okay? So, isa-substitute ngayon natin sa original DE. So, ito yung original DE natin. Copy ko na lang. So, papalitan natin yung x ng u plus 3. Yung y papalitan ng v plus 2. Dx papalitan ng du. Dy papalitan ng dv. So, x is magiging u plus 3 na siya. Minus y, magiging v plus 2 na. Then, minus 1. Quantity times dx, gagawin na natin du. Minus 2 times y, gagawing v plus 2. Minus 2, and then dy, gagawing dv. Equal 0. And then, simplify natin. So, u plus 3, distribute yung negative v minus 2, minus 1, du, then minus 2 times, eto pwede nang makancel mo yung 2, right? 2 minus 2 is 0, so 2v na lang pala siya. Minus 2v dv equal 0. So, simplifying ito, pwede nating makancel na yung constant kasi 3 minus 2 minus 1, 0. So, matitira na lang is u minus v du minus 2v dv equal 0. Yan, so naging homogeneous na siya. Okay, homogeneous DE, right? Kasi, yung nakamultiply sa du at dv is yung mga terms, bawat term is yung exponent is 1, sum of exponent is 1. So, naging homogeneous DE of the first degree. Okay? So, next is, pwede tayong gumamit ng substitution. So, anong substitution yung gagamitin natin? Dahil homogeneous siya, pwede tayong let yung natutunan natin sa pag-solve ng homogeneous DE. Diba mag-introduce ulit tayo ng new variable. So, pwede kong let v is equal to zu. So, new variable is z. Or pwede rin u is equal to zv. Right? So, depende sa inyo. Pero ito na lang gagamitin ko kasi yung dv is mas simple yung nakamultiply sa kanyang expression. Kaya para mas mapadali yung algebraic manipulation natin. So, get the derivative of both sides. Derivative ng v dv. Derivative ng zu by product rule, it's z du plus u dz. Okay? And then, substitute natin. So, u retain mo lang. Minus v, substitute with zu. And then, the du, substitute nyo as, dv pala, no? So, mali. So, retain lang si du. Minus 2, ayun, v. Papalitan ulit natin ng zu. And then, yung dv, papalitan natin netong z du plus u dz equals 0. Then, simplify natin. So, pwedeng ma-factor out dito si u. So, u times 1 minus c. Pinactor out ko si u. du. Then, minus 2zu times z du plus u dz equals 0. So, diba common yung u dito sa first at second expression, tas naka-equate naman tayo sa 0. So, pwede nating eliminate yan by dividing both sides by u para mas sumimple yung DE. So, pag dinivide nyo dito by u, cancel na siya. 1 minus z du na lang. And then, minus, dito rin, pag dinivide mo by u, cancel na yung u, magiging minus 2z z du plus u dz na lang. And then, equal to 0 over u, 0. Yan. So, didistribute ko muna tong negative 2z. So, 1 minus z du. Then, minus 2z times z du, 2z squared du. Right? Negative 2c times u dz, negative 2z u dz equals 0. Tapos, i-combine natin yung same differential. Diba si du pwede nating i-combine. If-factor out lang natin si du. Tapos, dito sa bracket, i-add natin yung coefficients nung una tsaka yung pangalawang du. So, 1 minus z, then minus 2z squared. Minus 2z u dz equals 0. So, may makakombine ba tayo? Sige, rewrite ko na lang. Unahin ko tong, wala tayong makakombine So, rewrite ko na lang as negative 2z squared minus z plus 1. Okay, plus 1 du minus 2z u dz equals 0. So, i-factor out ko yung negative kasi negative yung coefficient ni z squared. Mas maganda kung positive di ba? Factor out ko yung negative, magiging negative quantity 2z squared plus z minus 1 na siya. Du minus 2zu dz equals 0. Okay? So, di ba may negative pareho dito sa first sa kasagan expression? Eliminate natin by multiplying both sides by negative 1 para pareho na silang positive. So ito magiging positive 2z squared plus z minus 1 na siya du. Ito rin, negative times negative 2zu magiging positive 2zu dz na siya. Equal 0. So palatandaan na tama yung solution nyo or yung algebraic manipulation nyo sa homogeneous substitution is kung yung naging resulting DE is separable. Naging separable na nga ba yung DE natin? Yes, diba? Pwede natin yung ma-separate yung variables by multiplying both sides by what? So, kailangan yung du is multiplied by function of u alone. Kaso may nakamultiply siya na 2z squared plus z minus 1. So, kailangang ma-eliminate yon. Mag-multiply ako both sides by 1 over 2z squared plus z minus 1. Okay? Para ma-eliminate yan sa du. Then, sa dz, kailangan purely function of z alone. Kaso may u ka dito, eliminate natin yung u by multiplying by 1 over u then, both sides. So, ito yung i-multiply natin both sides, distribute, para ma-separate yung variable. So, dito sa unang expression, makakancel natin yung trinomial, magiging du over u na lang. Plus, dito sa second expression, makakancel naman natin si u. So, magiging 2z dz over itong trinomial, 2z squared plus z minus 1 equals itong expression times 0, 0. Yan. So, kapag na-separate na yung variable, integrate nyo na both sides. So, dito sa integral ng du over u, standard integral formula yan, ang sagot is ln u. Right? Dito naman sa integral ng 2z dz over 2z squared plus z minus 1. So, pwede siyang partial fraction, decomposition. Try natin kung ano yung factor ng denominator. Factor muna natin. Sa dalawang binomial factors yan kasi quadratic trinomial. So, sa 2z squared, isip ka ng factors ng 2z squared. Try natin 2z and z. Then, isip tayo ng factors ng negative 1. Try ko negative 1 and positive 1. Right? Tapos, check nyo, product neto, tsaka product neto, tas add, dapat equal sa coefficient or equal dun sa middle term, yung z. So, negative 1 times z, negative z. 2z times 1, 2z. Pag inad mo, negative z plus 2z, z. Diba? Nag-match doon sa linear term. So, tama yung factored form natin. Yan. So, pag na-factor na natin, proceed na tayo sa partial fraction decomposition or PFD for short. So, yung pinaka-integrand, 2z over 2z minus 1 times z plus 1, magiging equal siya sa... So, kapag case 1 kasi to ng partial fraction decomposition, Meaning, yung denominator natin is linear lang at unique. 'Di ba? Yung dalawang factors is linear, naka-raise sa first power yung mga z, and then, hindi sila nauulit. Okay? So, ang form niyan is lalagyan nyo ng capital A over yung first factor. Let's say 2z minus 1 plus capital B over z plus 1. Etong capital A and B, mga constant lang yan. So, hanapin natin yung A and B. Next step is i-multiply natin both sides by the LCD. Ang LCD palaging yan is yung original denominator ng integrand. Yung 2z minus 1 times z plus 1. So, multiply nyo both sides by the LCD. Sa left side, pag minultiply nyo LCD dito, cancel lahat yung denominators, right? So, ang matitira is yung 2z na lang. Sa a over 2z minus 1 times the LCD, maka-cancel nyo naman si 2z minus 1. So, matitira na lang is capital A times z plus 1. Plus, sa b over c plus 1 times the LCD, maka-cancel nyo naman si z plus 1. So, ang matitira is b times 2z minus 1. So, kapag partial fraction decomposition, may two methods. So, pwedeng equating coefficients or yung nagsaset tayo ng value ng z para meron tayong ma-eliminate na other variables, matitira lang yung isa para masasolve natin yon. Sige, yung magsaset na lang tayo ng value sa z. So, kung gusto nating isolve si b, pwede tayong mag-set ng value ng z na kailangan ma-eliminate nyo si a. Mazi-zero yung nakamultiply sa kanya. 'Di ba may z plus 1 siyang factor? So, kapag nilet ko na z is negative 1 at sinubstitute nyo dyan, magiging negative 1 plus 1, 0. May eliminate si a. Pero si b, mariretain yan kasi hindi naman magzi-zero to. Right? So, masasolve natin si b kung isa-set natin z is negative 1. So, papalitan natin lahat ng mga c dito sa equation ng negative 1. So, 2 times z negative 1 is equal to a times negative 1 plus 1 plus b times 2 times negative 1 minus 1. So, ito, mazi-zero na nga yan. So, 2 times negative 1, negative 2 equals, b times 2 times negative 1, negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. B. Tapos, di-divide natin to, negative 2. Di-divide natin both sides by negative 3 para ma-solve si b. Therefore, b is positive 2/3. Okay, next. So, para naman ma-solve si A, 'di ba si B is merong nakamultiply na 2z minus 1. So, para ma-eliminate si B, ma-zero to, substitute nyo kay z is 1/2. Tama? Para 2 times z na 1/2 minus 1, 0. Yan. So, substitute nyo sa mga z is 1/2. So, 2 times z 1/2 equals a times z 1/2 plus 1 plus b times 2 times z 1/2 minus 1. 1/2 minus 1. Yan. So, ito nga, masisiro na to kasi 2 times 1/2 is 1 minus 1, 0. So, 2 times 1/2 is 1 equals a times, ano yung 1/2 plus 1? 1.5 or in improper fraction, 3/2, right? Yan. So, para ma-solve si A, pwede nating i-divide both sides by 3/2. So, A is 1 over 3/2 or reciprocal ng 3/2 is 2/3. Yan. So, kapag meron ka ng A at B, ma-integrate na natin to. Therefore, yung original integral natin, ito, copy ko, is equal na siya sa integral nung sum of partial fraction. So, yung partial fraction natin is a over 2z minus 1. Yung a, papalitan na natin ng value 2/3. So, 2/3 over 2z minus 1 plus b over z plus 1. Yung value naman ng b, substitute na natin as 2/3. Para pala silang 2/3, no? So, 2/3 over z minus z plus 1 dz. Ayan. So, didistribute na natin yung integral symbol. Tapos, labas yung constant. So, 2/3 integral ng 1 over 2z minus 1 dz plus 2/3 times integral ng 1 over z plus 1 dz. So, dito sa una, ln lang to kapag integral ng 1 over a linear. Pero kapag may coefficient yung z na hindi 1, in this case is 2, ang shortcut formula is 2/3 times 1 over that coefficient ng z na 2 and then automatic ln ng denominator, 2z minus 1. Plus, so dito naman, ang case nga naman is 1 lang yung coefficient ng z. So, no need tayong maglagay neto. So, automatic ln agad nung denominator z plus 1 yung integral niya. Okay? So, pag sinimplify natin, 2/3 times 1/2 cancel yung 2. Bale, ano na lang? 1/3 ln of 2z minus 1 plus 2/3 ln of z plus 1. Yan. So, ito yung second integral. Combine natin with the first integral, ln u. So, ko-combine na natin. Combining, first integral is ln u plus yung second integral ito, 1/3 ln of 2z minus 1 plus 2/3 ln z plus 1. And then equal sa integral ng 0 sa right side. Constant of integration na lang yan. Okay? C. Yan. So, puro mga ln, di ba? Pwede natin yung mapag-combine as a single ln by properties of ln. Pero, alisin ko muna yung denominator na 3. Kasi may denominator pa tayo na 3. Mumultiply ko both sides by 3. LCD. So, distribute yung 3. So, magiging 3 ln u plus, so 3 times 1/3, cancel yung 3. ln ng 2z minus 1 na lang. Plus 3 times 2/3, cancel yung 3. So, 2 ln of z plus 1 na lang. Equals 3 times c, 3c. So, etong 3, maka-absorb lang yan ni C. So, kahit ibalik nyo na lang siya sa C. So, magiging 3 ln u plus ln 2z minus 1 plus 2 ln z plus 1 equals C. So, bago natin ma-apply yung mga product rule, kasi puro plus product rule for ln, para maging single ln yan, yung mga coefficients muna, gawin nating exponent by power rule for ln. So, kung meron tayong ln x to the n, equal yan sa n ln x, diba? So, gagawin nating exponent yung 3 ni u, tapos exponent ni z plus 1 yung 2. So, magiging ln of u cube plus ln of 2z minus 1 plus ln of z plus 1 squared equals C. And then, tsaka natin i-apply yung product rule na kung meron kang ln of xy equal yan sa ln x plus ln y. So, this time, tatlo. Pwede nyo rin extend to sa, bawa, ln ng xyz. So, equal yan sa ln x plus ln y plus ln z. So, magiging single ln na lang siya na product nitong tatlo, yung u cubed times 2z minus 1 times z plus 1 squared equals C. Tapos, pwede nating alisin yung ln. So, gawin natin exponent both sides of the equation to the same base e. Okay, gagawin ko siyang same base e both sides. Yan. So, ito yung e to the ln of something by inverse property. Kung meron kang e to the ln x, 'Diba? Equal lang yan sa x, kung ano yung nasa expression sa loob ng ln. So, ma-apply natin yan dito. Equal lang yan sa expression sa loob ng ln, which is itong absolute value ng u cube times 2z minus 1 times z plus 1 squared. Then, equal to e to the c. So, ma-absorb lang din ni c yung base e. Kasi constant si base e, diba? Yung Euler's number. So, babalik na lang siya to c. Yan. So, ang gusto nyong alisin yung absolute value, magiging u cube times 2z minus 1 times z plus 1 squared equals plus minus c. Diba? Kasi kapag absolute value, it means dalawang sign, plus and minus. Pero ma-absorb lang ni c yung plus minus kahit back to c na lang siya. So, magiging u cube times 2z minus 1 times z plus 1 squared equals c. Yan. So, ibabalik na natin yung z. Diba, nag-homogeneous substitution tayo. Ang homogeneous substitution natin is we let v is equal to zu. So, if v is equal to zu, isosolve natin si z in terms of v and u. Bale, i-divide ko to both sides by u. Right? So, na-cancel mo si u, z is equal to v over u. Yan. So, papalitan ko itong mga z ng v over u. Magiging u cube times 2z v over u minus 1 times z excuse me, v over u left plus 1 squared equals c. So, combine natin as a single fraction. So, ito gawin ko na itong 2v over u na to, diba? So, ko-combine ko to as a single fraction. Bale, may over 1 lang tong dalawa. Itong negative 1 tsaka 1. So, magiging u cube times, ano ang LCD ng u at 1? U, right? So, combine na sa single fraction, u divided by u, 1, times 2v, 2v, then minus u divided by 1, u, times negative 1, negative u, or u. Okay? Then, dito rin, LCD ng u at 1, u divided by u, 1 times b, plus u divided by 1, u times 1, u. Quantity squared equals c. So, dito pwede nating ma-distribute yung exponent na 2 sa baba tsaka sa taas by power of a quotient law of exponent. So, magiging u cube times 2v minus u over u, then times, bale, v plus u squared over u squared equals c. So, makakancel natin itong u cube kay u times u squared, diba? Para na silang magiging u cube, u cube. So, ang natira na lang is 2v minus u times v plus u squared equals c. Yan, yung last step na natin is ibabalik na natin yung v and u in terms of the original variable talaga na x and y. So, nag-substitution kasi tayo kanina ng, recall, we let x is equal to u plus 3 and we let y equal to v plus 2. So, isa-solve natin ngayon yung u and v in terms of x and y. So, dito, sa x is equal to u plus 3, transpose mo lang si 3 sa kaliwa para x minus 3 is equal to u. Dito naman sa y, transpose mo lang si 2 sa kaliwa din para y minus 2 is equal to v. Yan. So, papalitan natin yung u ng x minus 3 and yung v ng y minus 2 dito sa general solution. So, 2 times the v, which is y minus 2, minus u, which is x minus 3, then times v y minus 2 plus u x minus 3 squared equal c. Then, simplify lang natin. So, distribute yung 2, distribute yung negative. So, magiging 2y minus 4 minus x plus 3. Then, ito, combine natin yung negative 2 minus 3, negative 5. So, rewrite ko lang muna. Unahin ko si x plus y. Tas negative 2 minus 3, negative 5 squared equal c. Yan. Ito, mako-combine lang natin yung constant. So, 2y minus x, tapos combine yung negative 4 plus 3, negative 1, times x plus y minus 5 squared equals c. So, this is the general solution.